My name is Lecturer Kilaji, Bishop Kenya Michael Loltome, speaking in Kenya Republic, Nairobi National Government, Embakasi East Constituency, Embakasi Ward Assembly. Yes, I'm Lecturer Kilaji. What we mean by Lecturer Kilaji is someone who have taught colleges in theology, obvious, for those who are theological scholars. But to laymen, I may wish to introduce myself a bit. That's me, Michael Bishop Kenya, Michael Loltome Statement, Bishop of Kenya Republic. And I said reason why I'm a tutor is simply because I've taught an official force equivalent to Kenya Army, paramilitary general service unit here in Nairobi National Government for 12 years, 2004 to 2016. That is actually here in Nairobi, Utawala Embakasi College, Nairobi National Government. And I've also taught other colleges, Africa Inland Church, Bisao College, Narrow County Government, and also Covenant College of Mission, a school of both systematic and Christianity theology equally. So I have a degree in both books. I've studied at Kapsabebo College for many years, 4 years, Nandi County Government, Kenya. I've also taken studies of theological studies, particularly systematic theology discipline, because we have different types of branches of theology, but that is the one I was specialized, whereby we just dissect every unit of theology and also other subject unit, about 96 units plus other core subjects. Also at the Vision International University, Ramona, California, an affiliate campus here in Kenya. I graduated 2004, but Kapsabet Bible College after 4 years, I graduated in 2000. And prior to that, I did also Islamic Studies, degree level at Independent Learners at the Columbia International University, again, USA, United States of America. Here it is. My Holy Quran is here. You want to read it? I've also taken actually Introduction to Islamic Studies. In that case, I normally like for you to see the truth of the matters. Here it is, the syllabus guide. It is here. Also, if you want to study about independent learning, which is at the Columbia International University, a school of mission, which offers Islamic Studies, degree level, global vision, to know God, Allah, and to make Him known, you can have a catalog here. And then this was actually 1999, and I completed also, that is 2001. And the president of that Columbia International University that time, to 1999, it was actually George W. Murray, president, Columbia International University School of Mission, Islamic Studies. It is here. If you want to apply, it's up to you. Alright, so that is me, and I'm reading from International Version Bible, Zondervan, Grand Michigan Publishing House, or Zondervan Publishing House, Grand Michigan, Michigan, Grand Rapids, Michigan. Alright, that is actually house, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Zondervan Publishing House. Get the word of God which gives you wisdom, and the mouth of God can give you also knowledge and understanding, in Proverbs 2 verse 6. What are we going to read today? About God hardening human being hearts, including presidents and kings. We are told here, why does God harden King Pharaoh's heart? Alright, in Exodus chapter 11 verse 3. Kumbe Mungu anafanya mtu roho ngumu sana katika hii dunia ambayo anaongoza watu, na anaweza kuleta madhara kubwa sana. Exodus chapter 11 verse 3. The Lord made Egyptian favorably disposed toward the people, and Moses himself was highly regarded in Egypt by King Pharaoh's officials and by the people. And then why was King Pharaoh so obstinate in that case? Chapter 10 of Exodus, verse 27 and 28. The same view context. We are told King Pharaoh said, "The Lord be with you if you let go along with your women and children, and worship the Lord, since that is what you have been asking for. Then Moses and Aaron were driven out of King Pharaoh's presence. Alright, 28, and again we go 27 and 28. But the Lord hardened King Pharaoh's heart, and he was not willing to let Israelites go to their promised land. Why was God so obstinate? Alright. Alright. Why was King Pharaoh of Egypt that time was so obstinate, stubborn? Akiambiwa kitu asiki, kama president our president Kenya Republic today. Ukiambia Ruto patia sisi chakula asiki. Ukiambia President Ruto tunaumia kwa hatuna medical NHIF, tumeisha, hatuna madawa asiki. Hatuna chakula, hatuna maji, hatuna chochote, na yeye alikuwa ametuahidi. President asiki kitu tunaambia. He's so stubborn. Rongumu sana. Why was King Pharaoh so obstinate or stubborn in that case? In actually Exodus chapter 10 verse 27 and 28, after the plagues had also completely ravaged Egypt, huyo naitwa King Pharaoh aliambiwa na Mungu wachia hiyo watu kuumiza watu, kufanya watumwa watoto wa Israeli na watu wakubwa, wazee na wa vijana. Walifanyia wakazi kwa miaka mingi sana, na wanaumiza watu. Unabebeshwa hata gari msima, na usipobeba unauawa. Unafanya kazi bila kulipwa. Hii watu mnasikia sasa wa Israeli Mungu alipatia nguvu. They got independent in 1948 recently, but they are so powerful nation. They can even make this country, the whole world, to flop and to go completely for eternity without even being seen in the whole planet. They can destroy even the gravity holding the world. And they are very tiny nation. It is equivalent probably like one of the Kenya constituencies. Even is less is very small than even where I come from, Marsabit constituency, by far. And it's a very powerful nation. But that and God granted them actually the land in 1948, independence. And they are so powerful, the greatest nation in the whole world. But they just want to destroy the world. These are good human beings. So that time they have been under oppression. Ujue ukuvumilia, Mungu anaweza kukuinua katika maisha yako. God can uplift you from one glory to another, to forget even your problems. Nimesema mara kadhaa, umaskini sio alama haitoki kwa binadamu. Poverty is not a scar that cannot leave you. I'm from Masai Samburu community, pastoralist. We have been depending with our own animals up to today. The government is not providing us with anything. People have even opted to drink only milk and blood. Alright? And meats. But we have not actually gone to an extent of eating dumpsite food. Because God has been actually with us all that long. Since He created us, Samburu County, and wherever we are, as Masais, be it Narok County government, be it Kajiado County government, be it Marsabit County government, where we are, Laikipia County government, where we are, Isiolo, we have not actually gone to an extent of our children eating dumpsite food. Despite the government not honoring anything of developmental agendas to give us. Are you okay? God has been so faithful to us like the way He was faithful with Israel. Why was Pharaoh so obstinate or stubborn to listen God's voice? Until plagues, even so many plagues, have destroyed the country. The plague of darkness, the plague of, call them, there are so many of them. The plague of locusts, the plague of, balls, ugonjwa ambayo haina tiba, ambayo watu wanasikia ushungu throughout. The plague of hells, the plague of livestock dying, the plague of, plague of gnats, the plague of frogs, all over, plague of blood in the seas, the plague of, so many issues to an extent of even people dying, firstborns, in chapter 11 of Exodus, including even the King Pharaoh's child died, son. Okay? Even Pharaoh himself lost a son. Okay? In that plague. Now in plague on the firstborn. Chapter 11 of Exodus, now the Lord had said to Moses, I will bring one more plague on King Pharaoh and on Egypt. After that, he will let you go here, and when he does, he will drive you completely. Tell the people that men and women alike are to ask their neighbors for articles of silver and gold. Okay? So the Lord God made the Egyptians favorably disposed toward the people, and Moses himself was regarded by King Pharaoh officials and by the people. Okay? We are told every firstborn died, including even the son of King Pharaoh in verse 5. Rongumata president yetu Dr. William Samoei bwana. Asikii kitu tunaambia kabisa. Particularly me, I am now speaking in my house which was built by British government in 1956. We have just renovated in ruins, but now I'm in Embakasi village. Not me alone. We are living 250 families, 1,000 families in Nairobi county government with 17 constituencies and 85 ward assemblies, with human being actually being hosted by Queen Elizabeth, 2 houses. And we thank British for that. So when actually this man refused to listen to God's voice, God has sent what we call destroyer. Alright, in Exodus chapter 12, verse 23, it read, when the Lord goes through the land to strike down the Egyptian, he will see the blood on the top and side of door frames, and will pass over that door, and I will not permit the destroyer to enter your houses and strike you down. God uses his militaries, angels, and other avenues to kill you. God has so many weapons. Diseases, like what is these plagues. They are very terrible diseases called plagues. They are so terrible. Very horrific diseases. When you hear the word plague, most of them are incurable, some completely. Leprosies are plagues. Alright? Even today, HIV and AIDS, they're in that class. Some diseases which can strike you, and sometimes you have no other way. You cannot even get a help from hospitals. No way. The blood water turning to blood. You know, here are frogs killing you. Here are flies the same. You know, it is something God can use any weapon bwana. Chochote unaweza kuangukia mitia your own spear. God can confuse you to kill yourself like King Saul. Alright? God can, like even is the person who have betrayed Jesus Christ, Judas Iscariot. In Matthew 27 verse 5, you can even kill yourself, kabisa, because he's our creator. So the destroyer, the spirit God sent, a spirit sent by God to bring judgment upon Egyptian, was called a band of destroying angels. In Psalm 78:49, military ya Mungu, malaika zake bwana. Okay, something these angels, okay, brought that actually that time blessing to Israel and killings or murder case to the other side. Okay, so remember Satan. In that case, the angels of which God has used that time to destroy those human beings is also reflected in Psalm 78:49 and Isaiah 54:16. Destroyer to work. Okay, God created a destroyer to work havoc. Like Kenya recently, mvua ilinyeshea hapa eastern and the whole part of the country and northern eastern and also Rift Valley, everywhere, 8 provinces. God has brought an havoc of rain, like what is stated in Isaiah 54:16. God as a weapon. Snakes can kill you, flies can kill you, anything can kill you, because everything is God can use as a weapon. Mnyama kila siku inatumia maziwa yake, una milk ng'ombe inakuua. Mnyama kila siku unachunga kama pets, hata kwa nyumba, God can use to kill you, or even a cat. Let's be very careful to fear God, honestly speaking. So we are told the king was so obstinate to an extent that God actually brought a terrible kind of calamities upon that nation of that time of Israel, of Egyptians. And after they have let them go, you know very well, they all also, those soldiers who have followed them, are all cleared by the sea. God can use you in the waters to kill you. Other Israelites passed the sea, but the soldiers with their chariots are all gone. So God can use anything, and that's why in Exodus 14:14, we are told Israelites are told to stand actually still, to know that the Lord will fight for them. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still. Hakuna kitu ngumu sana kama mtu kumwambia simama wakati ya shida ama tulia wakati ya shida. But I want to tell you today, I Bishop Kenya Michael Loltome, the Lord is speaking to you in an opening and inverted commas. The Lord stated here that the Lord will fight for you and me. You need only to be still. Kweli hatuna hatuna kitu yote kwa Kenya siku hizi. Chakula hakuna. Alright? Hatuna maji safi. Maji hata sina kunywa hapa kwa Embakasi village. Ni mafi tupu bwana. Ni Mungu tunashunga sisi all over Nairobi. And this is the national government. What about other 46 remaining county government? Even Nairobi people can eat dump site food. What about the rest? Because this is now where the national government, the seat of Kenya Republic is. Hujawahi kuona mtu anatembea bila kichwa. You will never see a person walking without a head. So the Kenya headquarters head is Nairobi national government. And people are eating, as I speak in this village even, people are drinking contaminated water with a lot of feces at times. Okay? Inakuja maji inakuwa safi kidogo imeingiwa na mafi na hakuna namna, you have to drink water bwana. To allow what? Mabonyenye wause maji. To allow these rich people and wealthy, probably the same politicians who are rich, alright, who are now having their own purified water to sell water. Wanaamuza sisi watu wa chini hapo sana kabisa. Chakula hatuna, maji hatuna, hospitali hatuna, pesa ulipa watoto hatuna. We don't have money to pay for the school fees. We don't have money to eat. We don't have, our children are unemployed because you are not afford to pay 250,000 to 300,000 for your child to be employed in Kenya. Na bado president roho yake ni ngumu bwana, kama Pharaoh. The president heart is very stubborn. Ukimulilia President Ruto, when you cry for him, people are groaning. Help us because we had a confidence in you. No, despite the fact that you have rigged elections by force, because this Kenya now, unless you are ruled by Kikuyus and Kalenjin, this country will not exist according to these two tribes who had 3 presidents Kikuyus and 2 presidents Kalenjins. We call them KK. They are sitting on us na wanasimama bwana. Kasi yote, parastatos yote, sahi Kikuyu tu na Kalenjin. But now Kikuyus kwa sababu hakuna president sahi yao. 3 of their president now is no longer there. Alright, except even Rigathi Gachagua, vice president now is not a Kikuyu. Neither Meru, mama yake ndio Meru. Yeye ni Mkalenjin mtuke, kijana Moi. We are ruled by Kalenjins. So we had the Kalenjin 2 president together with this one who have rigged the election openly. Because three independent electoral boundary commissioners, including the chairman, and 4 others, the 4 others said Raila Amolo Odinga actually won elections. Alright? But they have confused him online to tell him now you are not the president, and so he did not appear at the Bomas of Kenya. Until even the military intervened. Why is the president not sworn in? Raila Amolo Odinga. Because everybody knew he had 8.1 million. Those who have been following the counting, and the President Ruto had 5.9% votes. So who is the winner? The one with 8 million or 8.1 million votes, and the other one had 5.9 million, is now the president. So they just rang the old Supreme People's Power president to tell him no, Actually, and I believe strongly the president then by then Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta might be the one who actually misled him. Alright, probably. God forgive me. Because I'm wondering why did Raila not appear in there? He must have got some kind of a call from the president, which was in place then by then. The state was none other than Uhuru Kenyatta. He must be the one who have told him the other guy has won elections. So why are you away? If the president told you like that. But honestly speaking, that's according to most people, 75% of rumors is true. That's what people say are telling me. It is the president who have called the other one, alright, at midnight and told him, well, you have not won elections. I don't know how far is that true, but closest kind of people who I believe strongly, they know many things, they told me so. So the winner of the election was actually bad to come to the Bombers of Kenya until the General Kibushi of Kenya Army sent his second in command, okay, Chief of General Staff also Vice, okay, in command, of Francis Ogola to go and check what's happening because the president has delayed not to be sworn in. Kumbe watu walikataza mzee kabisa kupita kura bwana. What we want to say, why are independent electoral boundary commissions at all elections since 1979 to recent election 2022, these commissioners are always Kikuyus, Kalenjins, and Baluya, mostly, even the IBC, except nowadays they have some two Kushites who have now misled them, two of them, to say that Raila Amolo Odinga did not win election against 4 other people from other tribes. Okay? How can 4 be less than 3? It is impossible. 4 is greater than 3 all the time in every mathematical matrix. But anyway, why is that actually in every elections since 1979 to 2022 election, all independent electoral body commissioners, after that election, their lives in danger. They are no longer now in the country. Even these ones, they have fled for their lives. All right, and most of them are killed anyhowly. Why is it so? Why is the state doing that? Simply because KK, Kalenjin, and Kikuyus don't want to leave the seat. Na mimi nauliza makabila zingine ya Kenya about 48 apart from these two. Tafadhalini tutoe hii watu kabisa kama next elections kabisa, these Kikuyus na Kalenjin waende nyumbani kabisa. Wasiwe hata vice president for some time. Kwa sababu hii watu ni wanyama sana. They have no humanity kind of philanthropic hearts. Sijui watu nakaa namna gani. Watu wanakulisha sisi mafi bana. Watu wanakulisha sisi maji mafi tupo. Fierces total. We are eating fierces in all these villages. National government. What about the rest of other places? Hii watu wanatuwa kinyama sana bwana. Be you regardless of who you are, be you a priest like me, bishop, be you a soldier, be you a whichever call them, doctor, we are all dying. All sectors of humanity. Be you a poor or be you not poor. So long as you have less money. Hata kama usabu some of them unachukua loan na wanakuongezea mpaka unakuwa hata everybody become poor. Even those who are working class. Alright? That's why even police nowadays, okay, they are getting hold of them on streets, taking bribes. What are you going to do? They have to take bribes. I agree with them 100%. How can I die standing on the road and someone else is giving me money? Because the vehicle has a problem. You have to eat the money to save your life. In order to go even back home or to take something to your children. That's not a bribe. It's acceptable completely. It is something to save your life. Wawache polisi mbali. Wakule pesa kwa barabara bwana. Na mimi naambia wachukueni hata 1,000 kwa kila gari. Take 1,000 bribe. Even along every road. Ati msiweke barabara barriers. Ili polisi wakufe tu anguke ndani ya kwa barabara. What about even now Al-Shabaab are just coming from Somalia all the way to Nairobi, carrying weapons to come and destroy us in Nairobi. This government now is saying there's no police barriers. because they are taking bribe. Wachukua hata 2,200 kwa kila gari. That's my word. I am also a presidential aspirant of August 9, 2027 elections. I, Bishop Loltome, from Marsabit County Government, Samburu Masai sub-tribe, priest. I wish to be a president. I will be. Come 2027 elections. My first president will be Honorable Retired Brigadier Gugubo, Jeremiah Gubo Onyonyi. And my first lady is East Africa Legislative Assembly Member of Parliament, Honorable Winnie Imgat Raila Amolo Odinga, the youngest daughter of Kenya Supreme People's Power President. To help me as first lady, because the wife of a president is also a president. Mimi naambia polisi muchukue 2,200 ya bribe. Kapisa. Don't collapse on the street or on the roads, sides, or in the middle of roads. Traffic police. Muchukue 2,200 ya magari bwana. Msisikie hiyo maneno. Na yule mtu hii kitu mnaita hii National Transport Whatever Authority. NSST, I don't know. Ambayo inakuwa counterfeit police, tutatoa hiyo kabisa, hiyo scrap off. They are not police. Hiyo ni raia. Hiyo inaitwa national road water safety whatever. Okay. NSST is national safety road whatever. Another counterfeit of police which are not trained in Kikanjo. Hiyo scrap off hiyo maneno yote ambayo anamsumbua polisi wakifanya kazi. Mchukue 2,200 wa polisi. Kwa magari bwana. Take bribes. I agree with you 100%. Don't die with your families. So, and I want to tell electoral and ballot commissioners, those people are going to be hired because now this one are finished. Wakina Chapukati now is on they have fled the country. Wakina Cherera yote, wakina Masiti yote, na wengine wote, they have fled. And not them only. Even the rest. Wakina Kivutu died just the following day, and others. Because of rigged election throughout. So they don't want people to leak the secrets of their own shortcomings of killing human beings. So that post-election violence of 2008 and 2007, it was a very terrible one. And I just want to tell you briefly, so I keep quiet, what happened as a result of 2007 election in Kenya, for example, and even recently, 2022. President Ali result published by Kenyan media gave Raila Amolo Odinga a narrow lead of 1,691,679 votes. What do I say? 1,691,679 votes. Against Mwai Kibaki, his competitor, 1,222,725 in 69 of countries' constituencies at that time. And now we have 290 constituencies. So they have actually modified instead again to rig elections so that Kikuyus will continue. And they gave President Mwai Kibaki to be sworn in as a president by force, by President Mwai was also covering the government that was nearly to assassinate him. Correct? So there was a mixed reaction on that time, and we have lost so many human beings. And likewise, 2022 elections. Raila Amolo Odinga garnered 8.1 million against closest competitor in elections of 2022 elections last year, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, who garnered 5.9 millions. And what happened? President Uhuru Kenyatta again modified because he doesn't want actually Raila still to rule in favor of his friend, deputy president. So that's what 75% of Kenyans believe, including myself. Because there's no way a state can be defeated who are supporting Raila Amolo Odinga and Kenyans who are above 9 million people. So I don't know what happened. The president again allowed actually Kalenjin to continue ruling us. It's not good. So God forbid. And it's now working. Our president, retired president, is now working. He was employed the same day when the other one was sworn in. So we don't let Raila Amolo Odinga not shit himself. Our president, retired president of Kikuyus, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and our president now, they are together. Let him not be to shit himself. Okay? They're not actually apart at all. And they employed him. Retired President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta is actually employed by this government. It was Rigathi Gachagua who has fought him recently when he was attacked. Okay? By Kikuyus, not Rigathi. It is Kikuyus who are saying the President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta owned 3/4 of Central land because his father was also a president, which is true. That's what Kikuyus are telling us here. So Rigathi Gachagua, when people told him, he said, I don't have power. But now he's not on throne. So people now decide to attack the president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, because they own everything. All Kikuyus are just vagabonds, homeless, by 8 Kikuyus, prominent people of 1963. The whole of Central province, about 9 county government, is owned by 8 Kikuyus. The whole of their constituencies are just 3/4 is owned by Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta families. Apart from other country remaining federal states. So that is the nature of the country we are. And I just want to conclude this matter by saying, I want Kenya to unite all tribes, including even those who affected Kikuyus and Kalenjin also, by their own people. All right. T-zones, I have been to Kaja in Nandi County. 3/4 of Nandi County is owned by President Moi. Kapsabet Bible College, I was there. All T-zones belong to President